Guten Tag and hello, I'm Lyle from DragonsAteOurName and welcome back to, yes, your grace, 12 weeks, you guys, 12 weeks. And there is still a lot to be done, supply-wise and especially gold-wise, and we do not have a lot of gold. But we will try and get it by switching out the different agents and leaving out some every week, even though that might hurt our contentment. But let's get into Grevno week 39. I'm merchant. I run a little business, your grace. I can exchange your supplies for gold. Let's say 25 supplies for 18 gold. Shall we shake on it? Nope. Thank you, that would be all. Not a problem at all, your grace. I visit you again in some time. Oh, Aurelia? I have something to show you regarding our child, darling. Visit me in the bedchamber when you can. Of course, Aurelia. Please don't let that be something bad. Your grace, I am afflicted with an itching sickness. My face is itchy. My legs are itchy. My back... Well, you get the idea. I can't stand it. However, I have heard that the touch of a king can cure all manner of ailments. So, how about it, your grace? Will you use your kingly powers on me? Alright. Approach and be healed. Ooh. King Eryk touches the itchy peasant's face. I think I feel it working, your grace. I shall come back sometime and let you know how the healing process went. Now I probably have fucking fleas. Your grace, I hope I find you well. Welcome to the castle, Pastor. I come to ask a favor of you. The community has decided it is time to upgrade our town Kolovrat. The one in the market is small, old and barely standing. We thought of fixing it up, but it's better to just build a new one. We can use this opportunity to do it properly this time. The community has already gathered a large sum of gold and supplies to help fund it, but it's not quite enough to cover the labor. We will need to mine the stones and bring them from the mountains. Our mason said he can carve out the pattern in that. If we have a new Kolovrat in the center of the market, that will bring more people around. The community will feel happier and safer. We would need 25 gold. I can send the general. I'm afraid I can't provide the gold, but I can offer the help of my general. He should help you organize the delivery. Oh, thank you, your grace. Your help is very much appreciated. That will actually save me some gold in the next week. Eryk, this is Delia, a local witch. I think there's a way to lift the curse. Do you want to explain, Delia? Delilah. Sorry, Delilah. Your grace, with your permission, we could perform a ritual that will lift the curse that has been placed upon you. Curse? I thought that was just a humbug. From what I've heard from Queen Aurelia, it doesn't sound like you have been hexed. Your poor health, misfortune, no heir. Indeed. I can't help with all these things, but I can think I can be of use regarding the most important matter here. A rightful heir. Well, that child already has a gender, but, well, okay. Tell me more about the ritual. What is it all about? The ritual is complicated, and we will need you to be here, your grace. We will be asking good spirits to act in our favor. You will need to repeat the incantation after me, and occasionally help. What's the risk? The ritual doesn't exactly shout safe to me. What is the risk? Is it going to be painful? It can be, but I will be mostly under the spell. Not entirely here with you, although my body can show signs of pain. Indeed. Queen Aurelia's spirit won't be in her physical body, so she won't feel anything. Okay, what's the chance? Is the heir certain? The risk is, as always in these matters. There is risk, as always in these matters. The ritual will need to be performed perfectly in order for it to work. But as long as you help us, the chances for a boy are very high, certain almost. I think that's enough. Then let's do it. That will probably mean we lose the child, won't it? I think we should do it. For the ritual to happen, I will need to gather several ingredients. The list is long, but most things I can obtain myself. The more exotic elements I will need your help with, Your Grace. What do you require? We will need to make a brew that will help Queen Aurelia leave her body. We need a special kind of mushroom. It is a distinctive, vibrant blue. It likes to grow in damp places. I'm sure you can find one around the castle. We will also use the herb of grace, or simply rue if you prefer. The strong smell will remind the queen whilst under the spell of where she is and what is happening. It will also drive evil spirits away. You won't get it from any merchant. The smell puts off customers wanting to buy other wares, so you will need to find one yourself. I will mark on your map where your agents are likely to find it. Tell them to look for bluish leaves with yellow flowers. We will also need 2 vials of Bethany oil. It has the effect of easing pain, so these will be a gift for the old spirit. 1 mugwort oil, also known as women's sage. A gift for the spirit of the grown woman helps with the cramps. Traveling merchants may often have such oils amongst their wares. The most difficult to get will definitely be the basilisk's egg. And we need 2. Basilisks? Don't be surprised. Even monsters want to have their heirs, so they lay eggs. The problem is, people usually prefer to get rid of these creatures, not keep their young around. Many people walk through your halls. I'm sure there will be someone strange enough to offer these, so worry not, Your Grace. The basilisk's eggs will serve as a gift to the spirits. 1 for the young one and 1 for the grown lady. We need 2, so they hopefully get the hint. One last thing. I would recommend that you find yourself a spellbook. I thought you would be the one casting the spells. Yes, but the good spirits will want to hear some of these incantations from the Father's mouth. The book is called Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing by DragonsAteOurName. He's a renowned scholar in the field of alternative medicine. Make sure to read it if a copy falls into your hands. Very well then. When will we be ready? Magic is involved, of course, but we are still dealing here with delicate matters. We need to wait for the fetus to develop. Don't worry, Eryk. I will be ready before Tana arrives at our gates. I can feel it. Then it's just up to you to repel the enemies. Holy fucking shit. Okay. Does one of you maybe have a book on that or something? Oh my fucking god. Okay, is there a book here? The book was called Performance of Ritual, Curses and Healing. ABC, it's not here. M-N-O. Ah, here it is. Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing by DragonsAteOurName. Read the book. Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing. Is there anything about getting an heir? Ah, this sounds like what the witch was talking about. Rodzanis look after pregnant women and midwives. They always come in the form of 3 spirits, a little girl, a young woman, and an old hag. Rodzanis visit a newborn 3 days after birth. They decide the future fate of the child, so it's a good idea to ready gifts and feast upon their arrival. 3 days after. I don't think we will be able to do anything after that time. Oh, maybe this is it. Conjuring Rodzanis prior to the child's birth is a risky venture, but if successful, they might help with more than just the future fate of the child. Instead, Rodzanis can affect the characteristics of the newborn, such as type or color of hair, eyes, or even sex. The following incantation needs to be performed for successful conjuration of the spirits. It is not yet the time for you to come. We beg forgiveness for calling upon you. The child of her womb is yet unborn. We ask you to give us what we desire. Let the sky turn red and the water twist black. Let the mountain break under the manhood of our child. Let the child, the grown and old, come to us to do our bidding. I must warn you, this is a theory, once heard at the bottom of a jug, and no written texts describe such a practice. It does, however, come from a trusted source, a lifelong friend of mine, and therefore I have decided to include it in this book. Disclaimer. The author and publishing company of Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing are not responsible for any side effects, nor for the damages caused for incorrect performance of the rituals. Huh. Alright. An interesting read. Very. I need the mushrooms. That must be the mushroom the witch spoke about. I'll just grab one. It's supposed to help Aurelia leave the body. Hopefully not for good. I'd better leave it be until the ritual. Okay, where is that? Alright. Let's send the hunter. Do I have the witch also? No, but a hunter. Darling? About the ritual. Bright blue mushrooms. I think I have found these. Is this what Delilah meant? We had some growing in the dungeon. Yes, I knew I had seen them somewhere. The herb of grace. The book. I think this is the one. I have to say, this book doesn't sound very convincing. It's going to be fine. All you need to remember is the incantation. The rest you can ignore. Okay, then let me read that incantation again. The following incantation needs to be performed for successful conjuration of the spirits. It is not yet the time for you to come. We beg forgiveness for calling upon you. The child of her womb is yet unborn. We ask you to give us what we desire. Let the sky turn red and the water twist black. Let the mountain break under the manhood of our child. Let the young, the grown, and old come to us to do our bidding. Okay. Oh god. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of what's happening right now. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Let's get some more supplies in there. I think we can actually manage all of these. We can't yet get the ballista. I think I should keep the hunter around for the basilisk eggs, but I do kind of want to leave the witch out of this week. I don't know if that's a good idea, but Gravno week 40. Oh god. I have found the herb of grace. The smell was so strong it was easy to locate. Here it is. It's meant to keep evil spirits at bay. Oh, the smell. Oh, Sidani has a new dress. Sidani? Is that you? What on earth have you done to your dress? Azalea got a grown-up dress, so I wanted one too. Don't worry, Father. I didn't do anything to my favorite blue dress. No, but you have ruined this one. Did you cut it yourself? Where did you even get scissors? Are those feathers in your hair? I found some beautiful feathers in the gardens last week. I wanted to have a dress like Azalea, but I couldn't do it like she has it. This fabric just keeps getting in the way. You didn't cut yourself, did you? No, Father, I'm fine. I just wanted to ask you if it looks nice. Yeah, but you had better explain this to your mother yourself. And I'm telling you right away, she's not going to like it. Why won't she? Because it's not becoming of a princess to wear a torn dress like this. Maybe she will. You don't know. You'll see. Now scuttle off. I have some work to do. Thank you, Father. I knew you'd like it. Your Grace, our village had recently been acquired by Lord Grego. It used to be under the command of Lady Masha. But now, both of the lords are taking taxes from us. They are sending soldiers to collect money every week. We can't say no to them. We have been paying double tax for weeks. We tried talking to the lords, but they ignore us. Please help, Your Grace. There's nothing I can do. It is unfortunately up to the lords to sort this out. You should try seeking their audience again. But I did. They won't listen. I thought you were a fair king. I suppose I was wrong. Ah, blast it all. My potatoes were stolen again. I'm sure someone is hiding an Edouard in their home. How else would you explain that my potatoes keep disappearing? My grain too. That bloody village. I knew I shouldn't have moved there. Would one of your hunters help us find out who's hiding that feathery snake? Okay. These beasts aren't easy to catch, but my hunters will do their best. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, if I could only find out who's keeping it, I will tan their hide. Your Grace, we have found the Radovian king, the monster himself. Really? That's Beyran? We gave him a bit of a beating for what he did to our brothers. You did well. He got what he deserved, and there's more to come. Eryk, I finally get a chance to talk to you. How many years has it been? I was afraid you would come one day. I didn't expect you to arrive as a king with an army. Of course not. What are the chances that a common thug would go after a king? But I managed anyway. We took heavy losses, but your army was dismantled. There isn't a happy ending for you. Before I send you off to the headsman, tell me. Why are you here? Radovia is engulfed in civil war. We have at least 2 madmen fighting over the resources. Our soil isn't like yours. It's dark, hard. Plants don't want to grow like they used to. I offered the solution. Cross the mountains to find a new home. Some laughed, some chose to come along. The promise. 13 years ago when you attacked us and put your blade against my throat. You must have known I wouldn't be able to keep to my promise. You must have known I would have said anything for you to let us go. I was a different man back then. I was robbing travelers. Never thought I would run into royals on the trail. When opportunity arises, I guess one can get nifty ideas. Of course, I knew you would not keep to your promise, but it gave me a spark of hope. Marrying a daughter from a royal family would mean Radovia had a shot at success on this side of the world. Having royal blood would mean acceptance from others. I didn't think we'd be honored guests straight away, of course, but I hoped it would be enough to let us leave our cursed lands at least. How did you become your men killed people in villages. They robbed and raped. We are not all the same. That must have been men from other camps. Did I mention we were at civil war? These men did the same in my own country. These are the men we ran away from. Radovia is divided, and we can't all be tarred with the same brush. How did you become a king? When we last met you, you were abandoned on the roads. How does one go from a thief to a king? A king. That's a bit of an exaggeration, to be fair. It doesn't quite work like that on our side of the mountains. Some people chose to follow me is all. They said I gave them hope. Not everyone gets swaddled in royal silk as a baby. Some have to work for it, and that's what I did. The witch's curse. She cursed me if I didn't keep to the promise. Sorry about that. Edgy, She has a tendency to throw curses on people left and right. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Adi liked to use this curse a lot. Never worked. Enough about that. The battle was fierce. That's quite a welcome party you gave us for sure. When we were crossing the trail, we didn't want to fight. He left us no choice. We used whatever we had at hand. Surprisingly, we did quite well. You definitely had surprising battle tactics. I'm curious about... Let me get off the ground. Ah, that's better. Fire away. The magic fog. Tell me about the fog. Was it magic? Like I said, we didn't want to cause any harm. The smoke's a common incense. We hoped that using a large amount would mask the passage. Naive of me to have thought that the smoke would last long enough for us to get through. I'd hoped that by the time it cleared, we all would be gone. When we realized the smoke was about to vanish, we had to take on a different tactic. That's when we circled your men. Monsters? The huge monsters certainly brought a lot of havoc with them. Oh, you mean the transit bisons? I realize these mammals are quite rare in your part of the world. They are big, strong. We normally use them for transporting goods, but it turns out that when properly motivated with a strong whip hand, they can act as pretty good cavalry. Fire? We've never seen such fire magic. What was it? You mean the fire flowers? We used them to welcome the new year. As nice as it may be to watch them, we've also had quite a few incidents with fire spreading out of control. I thought those drawbacks could work in our favor for once. The killing device? That device nearly decided our fate. We have some creative minds on our side. The moment the battle started, our men tried to come up with something that would help us get through. I thought that the damn thing was a trap for whoever was inside, but there were plenty of volunteers. We let them loose, and it seemed like it worked well. I suppose the element of surprise did the trick. That's enough. You know I had no other choice. You would do the same for the ones you love, wouldn't you, Eryk? Let me go, and I promise we won't cause any more trouble. I don't want your daughters. You're making this a very difficult situation for me. You're a Radovian. If I help you, King Fabian will give me an army for the battle with the Tana. But if I sentence you to die, I have to go with King Jedrick. You may go. You've had your share of suffering. I won't add to it anymore. People told me none of the 7 kings would grant us recognition. I suppose I should have known better. At least I was partially right. You letting me go, I won't forget this. For us, surviving another day is a victory. Thank you, Your Grace. By the way, it seems a Radovian already managed to conquer a Devernian's heart. My daughter seems like a good fit for your Azalea. Totally. I would be down for that in a freaking spell. You believe that, me? My man found Beyran. I have just spoken to him. And to be honest, I don't know what to think. I felt sorry for him. Seems that he just wanted to find a better way to live. Through war? Beyran never wanted to go to war with us. They just wanted to see what life was like on the other side of the mountains. He's not even a king. He just has people who follow him. Then why did they attack? Well, I think they were just defending themselves. Oh, how could we have misunderstood his intentions? He wanted to take Lazulia, to gain recognition from other kings. I let him go. I didn't have the heart to execute him after finding this out. You did well. He mentioned something about the curse. He said the witch used that curse on many people, and apparently it never worked. Eryk, that's great news! I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if he was just lying to save his own life. Oh, what are we going to do? It's your decision, honey. We are going to go ahead with the ritual. I don't want to risk that curse befalling us. Fine, but remember that you can always change your mind, alright? Of course, sweetheart. Oh, yeah. This stuff smells awful. No wonder no one wants to deal in it. Yes, this is it. What was the oil? Where did I get those? I think I could buy that, right? From some merchants. It will. Just get the items Delilah asked for. Okay. Should we try to squeeze in one more week? Yes, right? We should. Alrighty. 53 gold. We will get the ballista, of course. As I said, I don't think we can get the moat, even though we actually have 10 weeks left. That's not bad. Alright. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 50 grain left, and we have all that we need. Alrighty. One more week. Let's do one more week. A fast week. Hopefully. Governor week 41. Your Grace, I have tried to help the church with moving the stone from the mountains to the village. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it. The horses were too weak to pull the carts, and we couldn't carry them by hand either. Thank you for letting me know. I think the pastor is going to visit you about this. Probably, and I don't have the money for him. Your Grace, I'm so glad I had faith in you. My itching sickness has completely healed. I'm going to tell everyone that you are a king chosen by the gods. I'm glad I could help. Alright? Oh no. Oh no, no. No. Sadani? You have really outdone yourself this time around, young lady. A bear? Really? Isn't he the best? He's too dangerous. This bear will grow, and it will grow fast. Not a chance. But I already named him. Watchdog. He can help us get Lasulia back. Father, please, let me keep him. He's my best agent to date. He won't do any harm. Why, Watchdog? That doesn't sound like you, Pumpkin. I'm done with silly names. I'm all grown up now, so the bear gets a grown-up name. I think he likes it. How did you get him? How does one get a bear, Pumpkin? I left food leftovers in the gardens. One day he was there. Food in the gardens? I wondered why they are always in such a mess lately. Is this how you attract all of these animals, Sadani? Well, I had to gain their trust somehow. I've heard enough. What do you say then, Father? I mean, Your Grace? Can Watchdog stay with us? No. I'm sorry. That's a bear. I don't want a bear in my horse. It's too dangerous, Sadani. Guards, take the bear away. No, Watchdog! I had better talk to Aurelia. That's a bear! Your Grace, I beseech you. Our granary has been destroyed by a mudslide. Please, can you give us some assistance? You can have the general. Our general can help you reorganize. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh no. This is so bad. This is so bad. Yes, Father? Have you seen Wojtek, probably? It's Sadani's new pet. Yes, he's so cool. I wish I had a pet like that. Where does she even get ideas like this? I have no clue. I do have a favor to ask you. Please keep an eye on him, and if anything happens, let me know immediately. What if he eats me alive? Azalea, I'm not joking. I let her keep the bear, but I'm really worried. I did not let her keep the bear. Fine, Father. I'll look after him. Thank you. I didn't let her keep the bear. I'm sorry, Sadani. Your Grace? I'm sorry about the bear, Pumpkin. You have to understand that I couldn't let you keep him. Why couldn't you? He was very friendly. Your mother would have my head chopped off. Young bears are like friendly puppies, but when they grow, they become very dangerous. He would be twice as big as me. Can you imagine that? Arr. You're right, Your Grace. I just really wanted a new agent, that's all. Get a cat. Just get a cat. Can I just buy you a cat? Have you seen Sedani? She came to see me earlier. I haven't seen her. Why? Oh, well, don't be mad. Oh no, what has she done now? You know what she's like. She brought a bear cub into the castle. What? Of course I didn't let her keep it. She's so young, she doesn't understand the danger. I've had guards take him back to the forest. Oh god, I swear these children will drive me mad one day. Where does she even get these ideas from? What else is she going to come up with? It's fine, sweetheart. The bear is gone now. I had better talk to her. Okay. We still have the witch, so she's going to... I guess I will just get through as many as I can. I don't think there is any left that would help me, so that is that. Alrighty, so General is gone. Yeah, I think that's fine then. Okay, and I guess in 2 weeks we have all of this done. Yes. And I will, of course, end the episode here. This one, I think, is a little longer than usual, but I think it was worth it. This was very fun. And the King Beyran one, I had to let him go, because otherwise I would have flip-flopped, and I don't think that any of the kings would have helped me then. That was my thought process behind it, because one said I need to help everyone, and the other one said I couldn't help anyone. And I had already helped someone, so... you know, that's what you have to do sometimes. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do, why not comment, like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Stay home, stay healthy. Bye bye und auf Wiedersehen.